Well, it's August 4th, north of Chicago, and it's sunny, and it smells and feels like fall. I mean, because, you know, summer's over already. It's the first week of August. I'm going out for my lunchtime walk, Brett, and I'll tell you what, it's sunny, but it does not feel like summertime. And it's strange because, you know, I know they're talking about the climate change with global warming and the like. It doesn't feel warm to me. We've had a real cold snap. What do you think about this whole global warming thing? Do you think it affects our weather? You can see it with hurricanes and things like that becoming more frequent. But maybe it's just the news is covering it better. Which is it? More news or more bad weather?
Eric, thanks for sending me this hot potato, highly emotional topic, climate change. I'd have to agree, early August, here it is a lot cooler in the mornings than we're used to. But climate change is complex. And whoa, don't get excited, don't start sending nasty emails. The science is not in argument. The science is the science, the numbers are the numbers. There's no two ways about it. But what is complex or what is tricky is the marketing of it or the communication of it or the better understanding of it and how it impacts our daily temperatures. We get that the ocean temperatures are 1 degree or 2 degrees warmer in the Caribbean, and it's setting up and enabling more hurricanes. It can be argued whether the hurricanes are as severe as previous or we're having a more frequent. More people are on the coast, more people are vulnerable to it. So that happens. But what the problem, I believe, in the communication of climate change is no one's making it clear how it really affects our daily temperature. And what I mean by that is the Midwest winters, they're not turning into Death Valley, California in the summer. And the scare tactics that is being used to promote climate change as an issue, I think is misplacing where the importance is and where the mistake is, because it's not really reality. As I say, the communication and the understanding is really what we need to improve in order to probably help ourselves with climate change and the understanding, the realization, and moving forward. For example, in February in southern Ohio, when it's -1 and single digits for a week or two, you get in the elevator to go up to your office and people are all joking about climate change. How can we have climate change? It's freezing out. My big old butt is frozen when I get into the car if you don't have it in a garage to start with. And that is the big problem. It's not being portrayed properly, most likely. If the winter temperatures are changing by 1 degree, that's not significant enough for people to realize it. And so therefore people aren't taking it as serious as they should. The science is the science, the numbers are the numbers, and yes, the Arctic and the glaciers and everything is melting. That is well documented. Yes, the temperatures of the ocean are warmer and there's probably more hurricanes, and if not, it just enables that the hurricanes are happening. And maybe in 100 to 1,000 years, Midwest winters are going to be like Death Valley, California. But we need to understand what the timeline is and how significant is the change. And that is where I think the climate change movement is falling down, not on the science, but on the communication or the marketing of what's happening. Because in the middle of the winter, we're all joking, you know, where's Al Gore and climate change and everything? And as you're talking about, early August, it's pretty chilly this morning. And you know, it's 9 o'clock, it's not that early. So I think that's what needs to be done. I think they need to have a more realistic vision of what climate change is going to do for us in every season, and communicate that well, and then let us know that every 10 to 15 years this is the change. And it may take 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 generations before it's summer here in the winter. But anyhow, Eric, thank you for giving me this such hot topic, so emotionally driven for most people. And hopefully people can then, who support climate change, take up the charge and communicate it better to the masses, because that, I think, is where the program of enlightening people is falling down. You just can't throw numbers at us and tell us that, you know, the winters are going to turn into summers. We need to understand it. Otherwise, people joke about it. Then actually, people may not do stuff. People may not recycle as much as they should. Just the little things that they could do to help, they're not doing, because when that cold day comes and we're freezing off our tushes in February and January, or even like a cool morning like today here in August, we're saying, you know, this is nuts. Climate change has to be wrong, has to be wrong. When the science is not wrong, but the communication gets an F. The science probably gets an A, but the communication gets an F. What do you think, Eric?
Hey Brett, I happen to agree with you on this science, and when you have 99% of the world's scientists that agree with the approach and the results, the science is what the science is. But you bring up an interesting point. I have a good friend who happens to be in this space of environmental concerns and the impacts that it has, someone that's semi, maybe even an expert on climate change. And he's putting his money where his mouth is and has started a group, and I'd like to introduce him to this video now. His name is Shane Baramale, and he's a really, really smart guy. I'm gonna ping him and see what he says. Maybe we can get his thoughts on this in a longer discussion at some point. But I don't know if you saw this earlier this week, but the Death Valley official record temperature was broken. It reached 130 degrees on Sunday. They're waiting for the final scientific verification, checks and double checks and all that type of stuff that happens, because they want to be cautious and not put out some bogus number. But that's real. Like, since 1926, the temperature hasn't exceeded that. So this would be a new record high temperature recorded on Earth. Now, some people might say 129, 130, what difference does it make? And I think that's the point you're making. But right now, let's go to Shane and see what his thoughts are. Hopefully, he'll give us a good answer.
2 hours later.
Okay, Brett, I just talked to him and I asked him to send us a little video with his thoughts on the subject. And I shared your video with him, and this is what he sent back. So there we go. I guess we got to fire up the discussion.
Hey, Eric, you're touching on a pretty deep subject there, man, with climate change. Spent a lot of my life thinking about this and working on some interesting things now, but we're going to need a lot more than 45 seconds to figure this out. So if you want, I'd be happy to join you and Brett on a show, and let's just hash it out, talk about everything, and see where we end up. If that sounds good, let's fire it up.
So there you have it, Brett. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed this little shorty. It's an interesting concept that Brett put out there for us on climate change. And we'll see you in the next discussion. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for watching. And leave some comments below and let us know what else you'd like to see us discuss.